standing on business. Together now. Standing on business. Bitch, always.
I know. Here we go, people. It's me and Pop. Y'all know where we at, man. We over here on this couch. We just tell it like it is on TikTok. Y'all come check us out. Y'all know we don't do nothing but stand on business. Been standing on it since 2018. Make America Trap Again by Kevin Gates. That's where we took the slogans from. Not Drewski or none of these other people. Go look it up. Let's get to work.
For whatever reason, this article really resonated with people. But, you know, when I wrote it, I was truly terrified. Like, I wrote a lot of that. It gets me choked up now. I wrote a lot of that article, like, truly scared. Like, I really did think, like, wow, you've missed your opportunity. Like, you are going to be alone. You're not going to have a family. Like, I was really scared when I wrote that. Like, that's exactly how I felt. And when I got comments after that article was published, like I said, there was hundreds of guys emailing me, texting me, LinkedIn messaging me, commenting on the post, saying, you're selfish, you missed out, you know, you could have had all that, you've picked your career. I mean, calling me horrible things. I mean, it was awful. I sat in bed reading these comments, and I was like, oh my God, you know, they're right. You know, and they're not totally right. I don't think I'm a horrible, selfish person for not wanting to have children in my 20s and not wanting, you know, to have children during that marriage. But
fellas, we're gonna stop right there as the intro to this video. It's me and Pop. We're gonna bring y'all this little video and this article that this young lady wrote about how feminism lied to her. She also bought into it and kind of lied to herself. Me and Pop, we finna break it down. We need y'all to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hop into that comment section and tell us how we feel. All right, y'all. Here we go. We are going to let Pop read it for y'all. Y'all see the title? I'm 38 and single, and I recently realized I want a child. I'm terrified I've missed my opportunity. And we will be doing a follow-up video because she responded to all the guys telling her that she hit the wall. Go ahead, Pops. Because she damn sure hit the wall. I'm talking crash dummy.
The wall is undefeated, by the way.
Pop, I ain't messing with you.
You can go argue with your mama
if you don't like what I said.
Like it, but the wall is undefeated.
Tell him, Pop, go argue with your mama if you don't like what he said.
So here we go. She said, I didn't want kids, and I didn't think I'd want to get married again after my divorce. Now here we go, y'all. Y'all come on, roll with us. But recently I realized I actually do want to build a life and family with someone. You should have thought about that before you ran into the wall.
Come on, man.
When you had the opportunity, as y'all going to see as I continue to keep reading.
Because she had an opportunity.
She had an opportunity. Now, here we go, y'all. I'm almost 39, and I started to panic about whether my chance to have a child has passed.
And let's be honest, considering you lose 90% of your eggs by 30 and you 38, I'm going to let you keep going.
Come on now. It might be slim to none.
It might be.
At this point.
And if you're going to have them by IV, you got to have that paper straight.
You got to have the paper straight. So here we go. It says, I still, here's her talking now. Here we go. This is the article, guys and girls. This is the article. I can still picture it. I was 20, sitting on the kitchen counter with my legs dangling over the cabinets. He was 21, leaning against the stove of the home he hoped we'd share. We'd been dating for nearly 2 years and were at a standstill. So then let's just go back real quick. That means 2 years. That means they started dating when they was like 18 years old. So y'all don't miss that.
And she said the home he hoped.
Come on.
We share.
That they would share. I was clinging to my dream of moving 5 hours away to attend the design program at the Art Institute of Seattle. He wanted a simple life with children and home-cooked meals in the little resort town of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where we met in the 6th grade. And guess what? I know what Coeur d'Alene, Idaho is because we live in Utah and it's not really that far from where we are. So Coeur d'Alene, here's the reality. Coeur d'Alene is really not a bad looking spot.
Hey, and shout out to Coeur d'Alene.
Because it's kind of a tourist attraction as well, just so y'all know. So give you a little bit of a backdrop to where as this little town, it's kind of like a tourist attraction. But guess what? It's a nice little town.
Right? And to interject, and we're going to make it short, right? Okay, so she's already overlooking some of the simplicities and the beautiful things in life that other women are looking for today.
Come on now.
She already had it to start with.
Already had it.
And she didn't see it.
Didn't see it. That day in the kitchen, we decided to stay together and we each gave up something to do that. So they both gave up something to do that. I would no longer pursue design school and the big city life I'd always dreamed of, and he'd forego having children and a wife who prioritized homemaking. I made it clear to him that I did not see motherhood in my future and that he needed to be okay with that.
Okay, let me interject real quick. Young men don't ever make that deal, right? So let me just peep game, right? So she said that she would no longer pursue design.
That's right.
And the big city nightlife.
That's right. That's
and
right.
He could no longer have children and a wife who prioritized homemaking. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Right. But did anybody notice that the next thing she wrote was, I made it clear to him that I did not see motherhood in my future. So in other words, she stood 10 toes down on her business. Me and you got to stand 10 toes down on
your business. Come on. 2 years later, we married. My now ex-husband wanted kids and a stay-at-home mom.
Now look, fellas, I'm going to make this part short. Now I'm just going to tell y'all, I hadn't read all this. We just came up with this subject matter. Me and Pop decided to run through it. So I'm basically just letting him read it, and I'm looking down behind the camera. So that way I don't see everything before he read it. Now, all I heard was my now ex-wife. Now, fellas, this is why I said stand on your business. See, she stood on hers that she wasn't going to be no homemaking wife and she wasn't going to have no kids.
That's right.
And now you the ex-husband because you didn't stand on your business when you knew for a fact that's really what you wanted. So for me, the moment that woman tell you that don't work for her, you need to let her know that the options that she bringing to the table don't work for you.
There we go. My husband thought I'd change, and I thought I could change for him. I told myself that it was silly to go after my dreams and that I should be content in the pretty mountain town. No, she said pretty. Mountain town where I grew up. Boy, she had it all, but she threw it all away. But I grew resentment.
Resentful.
When he asked where dinner was or complained that his gym clothes hadn't been washed. I did little to hide my disdain for a small town life. See, she had an issue with the small town life.
But hold on, but so then basically she had an issue with keeping up her end of the bargain, right?
That's
because earlier when you was reading, Pop, didn't she say that she was supposed to give up the big city life?
Right.
Okay, see, that's why I said, stand on your business, sir.
That's right.
Because the moment that she got a chance, she started reneging on you.
She did. He was a good and hardworking man, but I don't think I made him feel that way. Ooh, now I don't know about y'all. We've done some episodes about that, just so you know. We were young, foolish, and sweet.
No, you were young, foolish, and sweet.
Bingo.
That man
I'm
knew
glad
exactly
you said that.
what was going on.
Thank you. You was young, foolish, and sweet. You was the one foolish, not him. Thinking our love will allow us to overcome our differences. We were also very wrong. Now I'm going to inject something right here. Guess what? It was really more of her differences opposed to him.
That's it. She was clearly the problem from get-go. From the beginning of the article.
She was the problem.
It ain't acting up now. I don't know why I did that. All right, here we go. We back in it.
Shortly after I turned 30, we divorced. We were both tired of sacrificing the things that were important to us for each other.
Hold on.
Don't stand on it real quick.
Let me go stand on it real quick. He wasn't tired of sacrificing. You was tired of sacrificing. Because that big city nightlife is what you always thought you wanted. And before we can even finish this article, let me just tell you what I'm grasping in my mind right now. The reason that we didn't hit this wall at 38 is because you found out that life that you thought you were missing in that big city nightlife was not fulfilling. And it's too damn late to go back now because he already married with wife and kids and he gone.
Well, you know what I'm going to tell you, like we always say. I also think that she thought she could do better than him.
Come on, now, it's a fact that she thought she could do better.
She could do better than him. She thought she could go and get that guy with the big city life and have all the things that she wanted, opposed to this small town guy that actually wanted traditional.
See, you said a mouthful.
He wanted to be traditional, have a traditional family, grow up together. We're going to grow together. We're going to build together, which is what this whole entire world, that's how the world was built.
So she thought she was going to get that small town guy, but a big city guy at the same time.
Uh-oh. Come on.
So the values that the small town guy comes with and the things that he cherished in that small town, she thought she was still going to get in a guy from a big city. Ma'am, you looking for a unicorn.
Say it again.
It's not realistic.
I didn't think I want to get married again or have kids. I told my friends and family I'd never marry again. I needed independence and a fulfilling career, sound like a modern woman to me, and space to chart my own course, sound like a modern woman to me.
Come on now.
And I didn't think marriage fit into that vision, sound like a modern woman to me. I was content to look towards a future without a husband, children, or the trappings of a traditional life until, it's amazing how, until you run into the wall.
Stand on it.
Until you run into the wall.
Stand on it.
Now when you hit the wall,
Stand on it.
being a traditional life don't look too bad.
Now remember, now like you said now, but during her prime, she didn't feel like that was what was for her, right?
No.
But now, see, this is my problem when I think about this, man. So you want to come to me now all used up and ran through?
Oh, yes, sir.
We don't want it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tupac already
Yes,
told
sir.
you. You live in fantasies. We reject your deposit.
Thank you. I was also in no hurry to get into a serious relationship after my divorce. I was terrified of repeating my mistakes. Nevertheless, months later, I stumbled into one that lasted 7.5 years.
Real quick, let me interject. Something I thought about when you just said that, right? How is it that you got divorced, but months later you stumbled?
I was thinking the same
Why did you
thing.
stumble? You know
I was
where I
thinking the
stumbled,
same
Pop?
thing.
It's something you said to us earlier in this same episode. And what did you say? You said it's because she always thought she could do
She
better.
thought she could do better.
So that's why months later, after the divorce, she stumbled in the, what'd you say, 7.5 years?
7.5 years. That's because she thought she had stumbled into doing better. That's what that's all about.
Okay.
That's the reason why.
That's all I heard.
That's the reason why it didn't take her long.
That's all I heard.
That's why it didn't take her long to get into this next one, because she thought
It was better.
Come on now.
Let the church say amen.
he was significantly older and wasn't interested in marriage. Now, she should have known right then she ain't nothing but a plaything.
Come on now.
Our children, come on, you don't want no marriage on your children.
Take them to church.
And we were focused on our careers.
He all for it.
Look, and guess what she didn't realize? You weren't the only one.
Nope. Definitely not.
We expected little of each other aside from fidelity. I don't know what made her think.
So you was a pump and dump.
What made her think that for fidelity? Hold on. So you thinking in the back of your mind that you was the only one? Girl, come on.
Child,
are you really that?
Hey, as I hear the young girl say today, girl, bye.
Look, she said, hold on, check this out. We took trips, we drank nice wine, and stayed out late.
Hey, hold on, Paul. Let me ask you something real quick for these young people, these modern women, right? What the fuck is going on with this? We gonna take trips and drink wine. Do you not understand that from 30 to 37 and a half, you wasted just getting beat down?
Ooh.
You didn't do anything else for almost a decade.
Ooh, no, he didn't
but you
say
getting in here talking about drinking wine and taking trips. But ma'am, you really just been getting took to Pound Town.
Pound Town.
And that's it. That's all.